DeWanna Bonner is officially done with the Indiana Fever. Now, DB has been out for the past 6 games for personal reasons, but other than that, the team has been pretty quiet on what exactly is going on, and there's been so much speculation around her absence. But the whole thing was just kind of bizarre, and a lot of Fever fans were speculating that we're not going to see her back. And just today, it was announced that she has no intentions on returning to the Indiana Fever, and her preferred destinations are either Atlanta or the Phoenix Mercury. It's also been reported that the main reason that she wanted to leave is because things felt off from the beginning and she thought that she would be a starter.
In another non-shocking turn of events, it's being reported that DeWanna Bonner no longer wants to be with Indiana Fever. I was shocked in the first place that she went there, to be honest, based on the harassment that her and her wife received last year from the Fever fans. So this is not shocking to me. This article, it says that her potential landing spots could be Phoenix or the Dream. You guys know I got Dream season tickets, so I'm biased. Come to ATL. She started the season off starting with the Fever and then was promptly benched, and Lexi started in the starting position. So this is all speculation. I don't know, right? That could have.
Of course, the DeWanna Bonner news would come out while I'm out. But I can't say that it caught me by surprise, because it certainly didn't. Now, in the grand scheme of things, it's surprising. DeWanna Bonner signs a free agent contract with the Indiana Fever. And after a handful of games, wants a Fever exit, apparently. And that is a strange situation, right? Because she was embraced. She had her achievement at the beginning of the season, moving up the scoring ranks. They were referring to her as Mama Bear in training camp. And now all of a sudden that has fallen apart. She was out of the starting lineup, hadn't really produced that much, particularly on the offensive end. And this,
And where is DeWanna Bonner heading now? Apparently, she's out here trying to piece together a WNBA supergroup like she's auditioning for Destiny's Child, the retirement tour, word on the court. She's eyeing Atlanta because, of course, it's always Atlanta, the city where aging stars go to feel famous again. And just to turn this saga into a buddy cop drama with no arrests and all attitude, she wants to link up with Brittney Griner. Yes, the same Brittney Griner who's been busy navigating her own redemption arc and allegedly slurring Caitlin Clark after fouling out. That's Dana's idea of a comeback. Team up with the league's resident chaos agents and call it chemistry. It's like to washed up pop stars launching a reunion tour, not for greatness, but to pay off bad real estate decisions. But the real kicker, Bonner flipped on Caitlin Clark like a light switch. 1 minute, she's mentor mode activated, full of support, wisdom, leadership vibes. The next, every logo 3 Clark hits triggers a silent meltdown. Every post-game headline makes Bonner shrink further into that bench. Suddenly, Caitlin's mere existence feels like an insult, like Dana woke up, saw Clark's face on a cereal box, and decided, that's it, that's my villain origin story. Forget the fact that Caitlin is dragging the entire WNBA out of the mud by sheer force of popularity. Forget that every arena is sold out. Every game broadcast is breaking viewership records, all because of one rookie. Dana couldn't handle it. Not even a centimeter of spotlight shifting away from her. And so she quit. One of the weakest, most diva-coded exits in modern sports history. Your shots weren't falling. You couldn't hit the side of a barn. You were stinking up every game, and you're mad about a starting spot. Now she wants to run back to Phoenix and maybe reunite with Alyssa Thomas and the Scissor Sisters. It's like she's recruiting for a WNBA reboot of Love and Basketball, Midlife Crisis Edition. And the saddest part? There are people actually defending this. The same crowd that hates Caitlin Clark, the Black Clan Panders, the self-appointed culture police of the league, are out here supporting Bonner's ghost exit like it's some brave feminist stand. This with straight-up ego entitlement and diva delusion, she went from mentor to mean girl overnight. Every missed pass became a conspiracy. Every high five she didn't get was a personal insult. And every time Caitlin hit from the logo, Dana looked like someone just stole her lunch money. And Connecticut? She tried to creep back there too, like we forgot how she dipped out the last time. Newsflash, they've moved on. They're not trying to be the emotional support franchise for fading vets with attitude problems. They're playing real basketball. While Dana's out here curating her Instagram story like it's an HBO drama, she's not chasing rings anymore. She's chasing relevance. This isn't about the game. It's about keeping her name in the timeline. And let's be real, nothing screams "I still matter" louder than quitting a team mid-season because the coach dared to hold you accountable. She wanted to walk into the Fever's locker room and be treated like royalty, but royalty earns its crown. Dana expected hers to be handed over without question. She was allergic to effort and had a PhD in entitlement, and if rumors are true, they even took her banner down in Indiana. You don't do that unless the relationship has fully imploded, but instead of buckling down and putting in the grind, DeWanna Bonner chose the easiest way out. She didn't want to fight. She didn't want to adapt. She didn't want to grow. She quit the moment it didn't go her way. Forget mentorship. Forget leadership. Dana wasn't interested in being a team player unless the team was worshipping at her feet and handing her a starting spot on a velvet pillow. Imagine the nerve, refusing to even touch the hardwood unless she got what she wanted. What era of diva athlete behavior are we even in right now? The Indiana Fever gave her a contract, a locker, a platform, a second act, and she handed them back nothing but attitude and a disappearing act. No hustle. No hunger, just entitlement dipped in drama. Let's be honest, even if she had stayed, her stats weren't screaming starter. They were whispering, maybe sixth option off the bench on a good day. Fans don't deserve silence. The team doesn't deserve betrayal, and we sure as hell don't deserve this being swept under the rug. I need answers. We all do. And no, this wasn't about injury. This wasn't off-court stuff. This was ego. Plain and simple. Bonner walked away because the WNBA dared to evolve without her permission. She thought her name alone guaranteed minutes, and when it didn't, she folded quietly, dramatically, completely. She didn't just leave, she slid out the back door like someone skipping out on a dinner bill, and now she's pushing for a move, not requesting demanding. This isn't a trade request. This is a hostage negotiation, where the hostage is her own relevance. She's drawing lines in the sand like she's still the hottest ticket in the league. Newsflash. That train left the station, and it took her jump shot with it. Let's be crystal clear. Bonner is not coming back to the Indiana Fever. That bridge isn't burned. It's vaporized. The staff isn't waiting by the phone. They're probably halfway through repainting her locker and replacing it with a rookie who actually wants to play. And somehow, Bonner still thinks she has leverage, like teams are circling her drama with open arms. She's radioactive, no coach wants to import a midseason diva meltdown into their locker room. Yet here she is, eyeing Atlanta, hoping Brittany Griner will magically reignite her star power. But changing zip codes doesn't change the fact that you walked out on your last team like it was a failed blind date. Atlanta doesn't need another drama magnet. And Griner, for all she's been through, might not be ready for Bonner's pregame mood swings and mid-practice "I'm not feeling it" declarations. Let's stop pretending this ends with some fairytale comeback. It won't, because Bonner's not just making decisions, she's making a mess. One day, she was stretching in the corner. The next, gone. No goodbye, no thank you. Just ghosted. Now she's shopping herself around like a top-tier free agent, when the only thing she's selling is a highlight reel from 5 years ago and a suitcase full of attitude. You don't want to play? Fine, but don't pretend like this was noble. This wasn't an exit, it was an escape from accountability, effort, and teamwork. Even the fans are done. We brought tickets, we bought jerseys, we believed, and we got ghosted. Bonner thinks she's controlling the narrative, but the league has already moved on. She didn't just quit the Fever. She quit competition. She quit humility. She quit everything that defines greatness in this game. And for what? A temper tantrum wrapped in an Instagram caption?